All right, it's Bill here. Here's my thoughts on the Leafs 3-2 victory over the Anaheim Ducks. Now, I will apologize. This video is late, but it's late and it's going to be a little bit disjointed, which is probably a little bit what I am, a little disjointed. After the darts, I knew the score of the game, which sucks. But I got home, watched first period. First period was fine. About 5 minutes into the second period, and all of a sudden my PVR starts jumping all over the place. It's doing jump, jump, jump. I can't pay attention to what's going on. Didn't know what to do. I fast forward until it stopped jumping, and unfortunately that appeared in the second period intermission. So then I watched the third period. And then I got up this morning, downloaded the game, and watched the second period. So I basically watched, it was 2-1 when jump, jump, jump happened. 3-2 after jump, 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 watched the third period, then went back in the second period where it was 2-1, and then watched it go 3-2. So that's what I'm coming out in my report. It's as disjointed as a lot of things, and I will try my best to give you a report on this game. The Leafs, I don't even know what to say about this game. The Anaheim Ducks were coming off a back-to-back. You would think the Leafs would royally kick a team that, frankly, isn't that great. Good goaltending, young team, trying to rebuild. Although they had a lot of old guys for a team that's rebuilding. But the Leafs played good in sections. The third period, I thought the Leafs were great. Second period, after I downloaded it, maybe it was because I'm not watching it on a big screen TV, but they didn't play very good. And I thought the first period they were a little bit weak on the puck. They had chances. Stoll still played well. I'll get into the Stollers thing in a bit, but because I know I screwed it up, I put my Santa hat on, and when I put my Santa hat on, and I said thank you for Anthony Stollers, Santa took it away. And it looks like he took it away. Anyways, let's get into this Ryan Reaves report. Ryan Reaves 0-0-0-0-0-0 8-16, one hit. Now, I saw two, but both times that I saw a hit, he hit the boards. He didn't hit a person. He hit the boards. I am tired. Your little comments below about Ryan Reaves being ineffective, he scares people. He scares nobody, bud. Let me explain why I really detest this guy. This guy sat on a golf course 2 years ago and told us, as Leaf fans, that guys like Racco Gudis screaming in Joseph Wall's face will never happen again. Do you know what I saw in this game twice? I saw Racco Gudis hit him. No response. Do you know how many hits or fights Ryan Reaves has this year in 20 games? The guy that we brought in to be the physical presence on the team doesn't lead the team in hits, doesn't lead the team in fights. Frankly, is getting whatever money he's getting and doing nothing. Zero, 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 zero. Like zeros. He doesn't take draws. Oh, but Bill, the fourth line was effective tonight. You're playing the Anaheim Ducks. Give it a break. Guy does nothing. Zero. He is when you work and you're doing a job and there's someone who doesn't do anything on the job, but then they're sitting there in the bar and having a great time cheering about how great of a job you did. That's that guy. Do you know how many fights he has this year? The same amount of fights as me, you, and everyone watching. Zero. Do you know Pontus Homework has more fights than him? I don't get Ryan Reaves. I don't understand why I have to watch him. I don't know what his job is. I think I know what his job is. His job is to drive me crazy, I think. It makes me think that Craig Berube IQ is not at a level that it needs to be at. There is no absolute he's good in the room. You know who's good in the room? I could probably be good in the room if you want. You want a clown? I'll be a clown. I'll go and pay me whatever he's getting paid and I'll be good in the room. There's nothing that Ryan Reaves adds to anything. If he's good in the room, make him a coach. Anyways, there's your Ryan Reaves report. It's a shocking report. I mean, you've never heard me say it before that way. Anyways, he was absolutely ineffective. Nothing. What are you, Connor Dewar and Lawrence? What are you thinking when you're on the ice with that bum? Anyways, let's get to the game. Again, I didn't think the Leafs started all that great, but it was winning a draw and going to the net seemed to be the theme of the game. So, first goal goes to the net. Johnny T bangs it to Match Pacioretty, who bangs it. That goal had no skill on it, but it's a good... I'm not a Johnny T fan, but in front of the net, that's where you want to be. He was in front of the net, tapped it between his legs. Match Pacioretty banged it in the net. That is as good as a goal as a beautiful breakaway move. I'll take that goal more than any other goal. Good goal. Dostal couldn't get across. Then you challenge the Anaheim defense for their defensive posture on that one, because how do you leave Match Pacioretty sitting in front of the net by himself? But they lost the battle. 1-0. And then shortly after that, coming down the wing, Max Pacioretty over to William Nylander, who chips it and then bats it out of the air into the net. They called it a skill play. It's actually kind of more of a fluky play, but I saw Nylander go to the net. Matter of fact, I saw Nylander go to the net. He actually went in the net later on in the second period, but that was when I was watching the end of the game, and never mind. Anyways, I thought Nylander was pretty decent tonight. Again, here's my Johnny. Okay, so again, I heard some people, 2 assists last night. Okay, let me get on this for just a second. Do you know what Johnny T's stats in the last 8 games are? He's got 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points in 8 games. Would you consider that to be, who's probably got 5 points in 8? Like I can probably go and find someone in the NHL who makes about $1 million. I think I saw Kevin Stenlund scored a goal. I got it on Tim Hortons. Like that's he on the road, the guy gets owned because obviously the coaches. When he's at home, he's better. You want to know why he's better? Because Berube can put him up against lines that aren't as skilled or not as fast. He got Mason McTavish tonight, a young kid. Like, let's stop with the nonsense with Johnny T. Can we, please? You want to tell me Johnny T's a good player? Go ahead. You got your opinion. I'll show you stats. I'll watch the game and tell you. Did he make a good play there? You're going to hear honest commentary from me. It was a nice play between the legs. He went to the net. I will never accuse Johnny T of not going to the net. It just takes him a long time to get there. And then his other assist, he won a draw. But we'll talk about that in just a second. Anyways, Nylander bats it in. It's 2-0. And then this is where Stolarz, I guess, gets hurt. This is the no bueno. No, this is like my Santa Claus. And then the Grinch came and Jim Carrey came in and took it away. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on the report. I haven't really looked at any videos. I was too busy trying to watch the Leaf game from last night, the second period. I downloaded it off a site so I could watch it. Anyways, Frank Vetrano beats him with a shot, and then you could see it goes to the knee. Now, I didn't know all of this about Stolarz, but then they were starting to put on the broadcast. He's had knee injuries in the past. I hope it's not bad, but there's just something in me that I screwed up. I wore the Santa Claus hat. So we were at darts watching, and then all of a sudden we saw Wall in the net, and none of us knew why. But then, obviously, when I watched the game, I saw it. I am hoping for the best, but it's even Steven in my life. I shouldn't have wore the Santa hat. That was a mistake. An absolute mistake on my part. I'll try to learn from my mistakes. Anyways, Wall comes in. Now, again, between Stolarz and Wall played fantastic considering he came into a game. And made 19, and really the goal that scored on him was a big screenshot, but we'll get into that in just a sec. Anyways, it's 2-1. Then I watched the third period. Again, it's going to be disjointed. Third period I watched, I thought the Leafs were pretty good. I don't know how many shots Anaheim got in the third period, but it wasn't a lot, and they weren't very quality. There was one great chance where I don't know where Morgan Riley went, but he certainly didn't take the guy going to the net. And that guy had an opportunity. I forget who it was. I think it was Killorn. Went to the net, and then Riley showed up 5 seconds afterwards, but Wall made a nice save. Third period, I thought the Leafs played really, really well. When you got a lead, that's fine. But again, you're going against the Anaheim team that played the night before. You should be able to outwork them. But then now we go to that second period. I know it's all disjointed. It's stupid. Anyways, that's how I had to watch the game, so you can imagine what I'm thinking. Okay, they win a draw, and a shot from the point by Timmins, and Max Pacioretty tips it in. Great. Perfect. 3-1. Good. Again, you get your assist to Johnny T for winning a draw. Like, let's be serious. Like, this is not like an amazing assist, right? But they got the goal. I should shut up. They got the goal. And then right after was the nonsense in front of the net. And I forget the guy's name. He had a 2-point night too, so we should probably sign him to an $11 million contract as well. Jake Lacombe, or is that his name? Jake Lacombe? Jackson Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe had a 2-point night, so we should sign him to an $11 million contract as well. He was able to bang it home, 3-2. At the end of the day, the Leafs played all right. They played good. Then they didn't play good. Second period, I didn't think was very good at all, especially the end of the second period. But the third period was good. They come away with a 3-2 win. Again, disjointed video for me because of the way I watched the game. I thought it was a disjointed effort by the team. I hope Stolarz is good. I don't know. I'm assuming Hildeby comes up and Wall's going to get the majority of the starts. And Wall's been great, but we know Wall's got an injury to him, so there's a little bit of worry going into me. The strong point for the Leafs, even tonight, the strong point for the Leafs, for the most part, they gave up a lot of 2-on-1s tonight, especially in the second period. It was ridiculous. Like, our odd man rushes. The defense seems to be okay. Goalies seem good. Just they said the third line fourth. The third line had a great third period, but there's nothing there. There's nothing they're going to add or contribute other than to get a 0-0 shift. And if that's what you want, maybe that's what you want. I don't know. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this disjointed video. And I will talk to you on Saturday as the Leafs play Detroit. And then on Sunday, the Leafs play Buffalo. Also, I'll be doing some videos predicting the darts. The World Darts Championship starts on Sunday. Cheers.